Chapter 1: Why Everything Feels Exhausting. You wake up tired even when you slept. You look at simple things like emails, dishes, or even getting dressed, and somehow they feel heavier than they should, like your brain is already full before the day has even started. This isn't laziness, and it's not a lack of effort. Something else is happening. You might check your phone and immediately feel behind, even though you haven't actually started anything yet. Your brain is already listing tasks, things you forgot yesterday, things you need to do today, and things you've been putting off. And that list doesn't wait. It just starts running before your day even begins. Chapter 2: The Hidden Mental Load. There's a kind of mental load that most people never notice because for them it runs quietly in the background. But for you, it's always active. Every decision, every small choice, every moment of starting or stopping something requires attention. What to start, how to start, when to switch, whether you're doing it right. Your brain doesn't skip steps, it processes them. Even things that look simple on the outside aren't simple underneath. They're layered, and that layering builds up faster than you realize. It's not just doing the task, it's thinking about the task while you're doing it. Chapter 3: Why Simple Tasks Feel Hard. So, when someone says something is a small task, what they really mean is that their brain has already automated most of it, but yours hasn't. Not because it can't, but because it's processing more detail. You're seeing more, tracking more, and holding more information at the same time. And that creates friction. For example, replying to one email isn't just replying, it's reading it, interpreting tone, deciding how to respond, adjusting your wording, thinking about how it will be received, and then finally sending it. That's not one step, that's a chain. And your brain runs that chain every time. And so when someone says just reply, they're skipping steps that you are actually processing. Now multiply that across your day, across emails, messages, decisions, and interruptions. And suddenly simple things don't feel simple anymore. They feel heavy. Chapter 4: Why You're Tired in the Morning. And this is where it gets worse because it doesn't start when your day begins. It starts when you wake up. Sleep isn't just about time, it's about recovery. And if your brain doesn't fully switch off, you don't reset, you pause. Thoughts keep looping, ideas keep running, and even in sleep, your mind stays active. So when you wake up, you're not starting fresh, you're continuing. It's like opening a laptop that never shut down. Everything is still there, still running, still taking up space. So before anything even happens, you're already carrying yesterday and already thinking about today. That alone uses energy. Chapter 5: Why Overwhelm Hits Fast. Now add the outside world: noise, notifications, people talking, multiple inputs happening at once. Most people filter this automatically. But if your brain doesn't filter the same way, everything comes in at the same level. Same importance, same urgency. A notification comes in, someone speaks to you, and you remember something you forgot. And all three feel equally important. There's no natural filter saying this can wait. So your brain tries to hold all of it at the same time. And that's when overwhelm hits, not slowly, but all at once. It's not that there's too much to do, it's that everything feels like it needs attention at the same time. Chapter 6: What's Actually Happening. When you step back, all of this connects: the constant processing, the lack of true rest, and the overload of inputs. It's not separate problems, it's one system working differently. So when everything feels exhausting, it's not because you're doing life wrong, it's because you're using a system that wasn't designed for how your brain works. Chapter 7: What Actually Helps. If this feels familiar, there are ways to reduce the load. Not by doing more, but by changing how things are structured, making tasks smaller than they look so your brain doesn't have to process everything at once, reducing decisions where you can so you're not constantly choosing what to do next, and building systems that remove steps instead of relying on effort. None of this fixes everything, but it changes the weight, and sometimes that's enough to make things feel possible again.